Every story starts the same way. I'll just do a little bit until Sunday. And now I don't even know who I am. Not that I ever really did.
All right, you'll have to educate me today. I'll look up stuff as we talk, but hi there. Happy Friday. It is December the 6th, 2019, and I'm Eric, talking at you as always. Beautiful downtown Vancouver, blah, 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 blah. You know, today, if I could give my younger self one piece of advice, it would be to tell people to fuck off more frequently.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I didn't do that enough when I was young.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because I actually had a friend of mine that posted on Facebook, if there's one thing you could change, like go back and change about your life, what would it be? And a lot of people just said nothing, because who I am today is because of what I went through. So a few things, random thoughts, but I thought it was humorous that the second most common was I would never would have picked up smoking. Second biggest thing.
Yeah, well, I guess I see that. I don't know if that's true or not, because my opinion's very skewed. I love smoking.
See, that was my problem. Is I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every aspect of it. That's what became so difficult to give it up, is that I just enjoyed smoking.
Yeah, I still do. What is that?
That noise in the background?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a video. I'm just setting up a bunch of pages. It's a video of a shooting in Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah, those are happening a lot lately.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that no matter what screen I open up, that's the video that keeps coming up first.
Oh, funny.
So it's like, I'm looking up Mississauga Ponzi scheme, shooting in Japan.
Real quick, I want to say hello to the at-home audience. Thank you guys for sticking around, and thank you guys for filling out the surveys on our website. I just need like one or two more, and it will really mean something. It's awesome, the amount of people who have responded and gone to fill out that survey. It's 12 questions. It's really easy. It takes 15 seconds, and it could do a lot of good for Gordon and I. So thank you to those of you who have done it. And if just one or two more of you could pull it off, it would be great. I guess people are listening to us. They're not emailing, but the surveys are getting filled out. I thought only one person had done it, and I checked today, and it is quite a few more than that. So thank you guys. That's very, very cool. And it could lead to good things for me and Gordon. Could lead to fucking nothing. I don't know, but anything's worth a try at this point.
This would be a lot easier if I did.
And stick around for if you're missing Gordon and I. There should be an episode of Just Another Day posted in the next day or two, or just another day after that. And stories behind the songs, February 1st. Sugar Cubes episode should be cute as a button, because it's all about Bjork.
Sugar Cube.
She's adorable. She's a freak. But she's adorable. She also bought Iceland, basically, in 2008 during the financial crisis. She's the only one in Iceland with any money, so she just pretty much owns the place now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, eh? Had no idea.
I'm still dying to go there. I think I might actually get the opportunity. I have an aunt that goes there every year, and she always said if I cleaned up my shit, she'd take me with her. So here I am cleaning up my shit, Aunt Judy. Let's see if you got all your cards on the table too, because I certainly do. I'm ready to jump out the fucking window. If my window was high enough to kill me, I'd jump, but it's just going to make me crippled and stupid, and I don't want to do that. So I'm stuck. Plus, I can't get it open, and I don't want to break it. I'd feel bad. They really thought of all the angles here.
They kind of did, didn't they? Bastards.
I guess they're better at this than I am. They've been doing it longer. That's enough about me. What's going on in the universe? I have no idea. I'm on lockdown. We have cable TV, but all we watch, obviously, is Sports Center. And so I know a lot about what's going on in basketball, for fuck's sakes. The worst sport.
No, that's got to be terrible.
I know Michael Vick is playing in the Pro Bowl, and everyone's pissed off about that. I don't know. I don't know about the Michael Vick thing. You know, he did his time. He went to jail for his crime. He got out. He hasn't done it since then. I think it's time to let it go, really.
You have guys on there that have beaten their wives, that have attempted murder, that have done drugs, extortion, and they're all still playing. But you're worried about Mike Vick because he ran a dogfighting ring?
Yeah, but it was years ago, and he went to jail for it. Like,
very long time ago now.
Like, I don't know. I guess I could see why you might hate him.
I can understand hating him, but sitting there and saying he shouldn't be allowed to play because he did something, paid his debts to society, and moved on. I don't know. Whatever.
I think people should get a chance. You know, I would like to think that some people go to jail and it does them good, and then they learn their lesson and they don't do their crimes anymore. Who knows?
I think that only applies to anybody who is not doesn't have something to do with animals. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I guess so. That's true. Yeah, if you killed people, people would be long over it. Nobody gives a shit about people.
Yeah, exactly. But no, you fucked with a dog? Nah, screw you.
Hey, can I ask a really random question? And I know this is kind of way too long to bring it up, but you just watched Castaway like 6 months ago or something.
Yes, I did.
I was just thinking, because it was on television last night, and I just caught the end, like after he's off the island, which I had completely forgotten that sequence.
Yeah.
So I just watched that part of it, and then it occurred to me, where the hell is Helen Hunt? She hasn't done a movie like ever.
Yeah, I'm rejoicing over that.
Was that as good as it got?
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully
we're never to see her ugly mug again.
I actually don't hate her, and I just realized she was in every blockbuster that came out for the longest time, and now she's just gone.
Yeah, I have. That's a really good question, actually.
I realized that the lack of Helen Hunt in the world until just now. I was, oh my god, and you know, Tom Hanks, he's always everywhere.
Oh yeah, he doesn't stop. He does everything.
There's got to be a time behind closed doors when he's home alone that he just looks in the mirror and goes, "I'm fucking Tom Hanks."
I actually think he does that somewhat regularly.
You know, he would have to. And I wish I could say a bad word about the man, but I can't. I love almost everything he's ever done.
Oh, well, look at this. He's in a movie right now called I See You.
I'm sure you do. Hi. I bet he does see me. Everyone else apparently does.
That's it. That's all I got.
That guy's got to be some kind of rich, eh?
Tom Hanks?
I don't even want to venture a guess what he's worth. I bet he's worth $1 billion.
No. God, no, not even close.
Bono's worth $6 billion. He's got to be worth Bono money. Maybe not.
What's that thing they call net worth? That's what you want. What is his net worth? I'm gonna guess somewhere around the 80 million, or I mean,
800 million. I'm saying 800 million.
Estimated at, when was this done? First of all, as of 2019, 350 million.
Holy shit! That's some nice chunk of change right there.
It's not too bad.
350 million, and that's just. You know, that just increases every year.
Yeah, one would assume.
He doesn't have to do anything. He's been everything. He's been everyone. He's been a lot of famous people. He did that. He was that airplane guy. And then he was the ship captain.
The ship captain guy. He was the Castaway guy.
He's everybody. Castaway wasn't true, though, was it?
It was loosely based off of something.
Yeah. Everything's loosely based off of something.
I think it was loosely based off of one guy, because it was all based off of, because there was a FedEx plane that went down. That's what it was based off of.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Weird. Anyway, I don't know why I'm all Hollywood in it up. I guess it's a holiday season. You watch a lot of movies.
Yeah, I've only watched one holiday movie so far, which was Die Hard.
Yeah. Gremlins.
And anybody who does not say that Die Hard is a Christmas movie can fuck off. It is an absolutely. They have it listed when you go and buy a DVD at like Best Buy. It is listed under the holiday section. That's how you know.
When you go buy a DVD in 1994,
shut up! I still bought them.
Yeah, Gremlins as well. People forget is a great Christmas movie.
And that is actually because that's all about a Christmas gift, so that makes sense.
With a great mom in that movie. People don't give the mom enough credit in Gremlins, but you watch it, you got to remember she killed 4 of those fuckers with just a kitchen knife and a blender, man. She's just as kick-ass as John McClane.
I guess that's true.
They should do a movie with John McClane and the mom from Gremlins. That should be Die Hard, whatever. How many? They got like 9 Die Hards now.
There's 5 total.
There's Die Hard and then Die Hard again, and Die Hard with a black guy, and Die Hard in a boat. Is there Die Hard
favorite, my favorite is Die Harder. That's my favorite.
Die Harder. Yeah, Die Hard on a train that won't go below 50. Die
Hard by old age.
Die Hard with snakes on a plane.
Yeah. It's a motherfucking Die Hard, motherfucking snakes, my motherfucking plane.
Die Hard and get over it. I don't know. There's a lot of Die Hards, is what I'm saying.
Die Hard.
I stopped paying attention after the one with it is Samuel L. Jackson, I believe, right?
That's Die Hard 2.
Die Hard 2 is just him in the airport.
Die Hard.
Anyway, it's got Samuel L. Jackson, not the other guy.
Yeah.
That other black guy.
Not the other black guy. No.
That was when I stopped paying attention.
That's where they made him wear the racist billboard around his neck.
Yeah. When it was the brother of the guy from Die Hard 1 getting revenge. Right. And that's when I stopped paying attention. No. Oh, that's a lie. I watched the one with Justin Long, too. Or Justin Short? Is it Justin Short or Justin Long? That's a genuine question. How lame am I? I couldn't remember if it was Justin Short or Justin Long.
It's Justin Long with a short career.
There is a massive police action going on out on the street right now. 3 people under arrest. I don't know what they were doing or what this is all about, but very exciting.
Open the window, get an interview.
I cannot. I've tried. I've tried everything. This is bolted really, really well. Although I guess I could just ask if I could get a pair of pliers for my claymation movie. I could ask for any. I'm doing a little claymation movie because why not?
Fuck it. Because they don't take any time.
And I can ask for like just about anything. I need it for my claymation movie. Can I get a pickaxe and a glass cutter? No, it's for my claymation movie.
Why else would I? Of course I need a glass cutter for my claymation movie. What the hell?
I got glass with it. No, it's just a prop. I don't know. It's funny. It's good. It's fun. It's gonna take forever, and I'm probably never gonna finish it. It's kind of sucks. I don't think they use Play-Doh, and I don't think Wallace and Gromit uses Play-Doh. I think they use something better because.
I wouldn't be surprised.
My Play-Doh isn't working too well. That's enough fucking babbling. What's going on in the world?
Do you really want to know? Okay, so let's start off with the easy stuff. We'll get into the harder stuff after. First thing is the cannabis stocks are still dropping in Canada.
Gee, what a surprise! After such a triumphant first year.
So they're just dropping and dropping and dropping. So all the big players in it, which is Tillery, MedMen Enterprises, and Aurora.
Right? That's good. That's good. Sweetheart. They got a pot place named after you.
Congratulations. They've all dropped. ETMFG Alternative Harvest Exchange, which is a traded fund. They focus on cannabis stocks. They're down 32.5%.
Wow. That is gigantic.
That's huge. That's averaging between all the ones I just mentioned. You're looking at basically a drop by that. Although some of the other ones, like internationally, I guess there's a couple ways of looking about this. The actual stock market itself is on track for actual gains, so that's showing it should actually start to be going up. But the problem in Canada specifically is because, they're only allowed to sell flour. They can't sell anything else that goes along with it. So no hash, no CBDs, and nothing like that. None of the food. So they have this huge industry that is available, but they're not allowed to sell it in Canada. So that's fucking them up dramatically. So they're destroying their own economy by literally bullshit.
One of the biggest holding companies, they're questioning whether it can even be listed as a company on the stock exchange anymore because of failures to disclose financial statements.
Oh, that's even better.
Can Trust Holdings, which is their stock's down 8%.
Yeah,
and it was caught. It had, if you remember, we talked about this. They had unlicensed cultivation rooms in Ontario. So they have to restate all their financial results, and they haven't yet. So they might be pulled off the stock exchange altogether.
Fuck.
So this
Canadian government,
I don't know, man. It's like you and I said from day one, they have to redo it. They have to go right back to the drawing table. And sure enough, like, look at what's happening. It's just dropping. Like, it's going to be a huge failure if they don't do something quickly. And I don't hear the government stepping up and doing anything about it.
No, all we hear is our government just mocking other governments.
Oh, Jesus.
Isn't
there a point where the government has some responsibility to this market? I mean, they did this. I guess not really. They all they did was legalize it. They didn't have a hand in fucking it all up. That was provincial.
Yeah, I mean, like Canada-wide, they made money, but provincially standing in Ontario, they lost money. But
yeah, well, Ontario is going to continue to lose money until this, like, the companies stop getting suspended. And
well, you got to remember, in all of Ontario, there's only 18 stores open.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, what do you expect?
But that doesn't affect the people not disclosing and growing it illegally and whatnot. That's got nothing to do with the lack of stores.
No. That's got nothing to do with that. That just goes to show with the lack of sales, though, the lack of availability. The fact that they wouldn't allow independent fucking delivery, it'd have to go through the mail system. Like, I mean, there's just so many flaws with it. The reason why it's failing in this country.
And our mail system is so reliable. What a great idea that was.
Yeah, I paid extra to get a fucking phone sent out to you, for Christ's sakes, and it still took a fucking week and a half to make.
Jesus Christ, was that ever lame? And I was blaming everybody too.
I know. That is insane.
And they were shitty on the phone. Holy man, were they ever terrible. Well, we can give you a number. It's a number that tracks the number you have. Well, what the fuck good is it? The first number,
right? So you're going to give me a tracking number to track the tracking number?
Yeah, basically. That was their answer. Oh, that guy got an earful. It was not a good day for me to be making calls to customer service people, but I guarantee I was the main topic around his dinner table that night. As he went home to his wife, it's like, I think I want to quit my job.
Fuck's sakes.
Well, marijuana growers of the world, figure it out. The government's obviously not going to help you. You got to do something different. Maybe stop doing things illegally might help. And
that's all they know.
Start lobbying the government. Start getting stores in. There's one across the street opening up, and it's been opening up for weeks and weeks. It's got nice big neon signs in the window and stuff, but I don't see anything going on inside. I don't know what's going on with the industry. It just seems like it was so vibrant and so happy and healthy, especially in Vancouver. And now it's just like this flailing, disorganized, crappy situation. Nobody knows where to go or what to do. They really just took it and turned it on its head and then fucked off and left it. And people are scrambling. Nobody knows what to do. It would have made perfect sense to leave it alone. I don't get it. I don't know if it was like that around the rest of the country. I get the sense that it pretty much was.
Pretty much.
Why didn't they just leave it alone? Oh, God, as if my head couldn't hurt any more today. I don't know. I can't think of an answer. It's not an area I'm well versed in, except for the politics of it, but I don't know where they're at. They've kind of seemed to just cut and run, but I don't understand why we don't just get people who know about pot to deal with pot. I don't hear any communication between the people who are advocating for it and the governments or even the police. I don't hear any sort of open channels where things are being discussed. I just see stock plummeting and stores opening and closing, and I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, again, this is what happens when you have a bunch of people who have spent their lives making policies against something, and then all of a sudden saying, "Yeah, no, we're going to let it go," and then, well, they just don't. They don't want to admit that they don't know about something, so therefore they just do it. That just all comes up to just the ego of stupidity.
You hit the nail right on the head right there. They won't admit it, and I don't think anything is going to happen in the next 4 years. Now, I don't think Trudeau. I thought it'd be fantastic for him to take some heat off himself, to step up and just rewrite this bill. But I don't see him doing it. I think he's just going to waffle on it for another 4 years and make it someone else's problem.
He's not even going to. He's not even talking about it. He's not even going to discuss it at all.
He'll wait until the next administration.
Yeah. No, he doesn't give a shit.
Luckily, because in Canada, you can only. Well, no, in Canada, you can run as many times as you want. In the States, you only get 2, and then you're out. I don't see him getting a third.
No.
His father was one of 2 ever in history who got 3 in a row.
No, he ain't getting.
I don't see him getting it. So he's gonna keep his mouth shut on this until it's someone else's problem. There is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 police cars outside my window. I can't even count how many people are in cuffs. I have no idea what's going on down here. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume it's drug related. Oh, there's a van now. Oh, there's a van and a tow truck. This is holy shit. They are either bored or I don't know what's going on. I wish I could report to you guys. If I could go out on the street, I would and try to get firsthand what's happening. But I guess we got a big story for tomorrow.
Shouldn't you be allowed to, since we're allowed to do the podcast, that this is part of the podcast? This is what we do?
Yeah, I could try to play that card, but I'm thinking they're still not going to let me outside. That's kind of the thing about being in detox, is you can't go outside to where all the drug dealers are.
What if I promise to stay on the phone with you to make sure that you don't do anything?
They, that they might probably go for that. Actually, they like me a lot around here, but I think really the location of this place is one of the best in the province, I'm told, but it's a bad location. We're literally upstairs from the worst 2 blocks in the world.
Yeah, I don't quite.
Yeah, the windows are locked. That's great, but you can still go stand on a back patio. If I had a fishing line, I could get whatever I want over the back patio. You can't get. They're smart. Like, you can't. They search your clothes when you come in. Or if someone brings you a jacket, they check the pockets before they give it to you. Believe me, I've tried all angles. No, I'm kidding. If you ask for a pack of cigarettes, it has to be sealed.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. And
I'm assuming, like, if I were to send you a package to there, can I? And if they did, I'm assuming they would open it up and go through it.
I don't know if they would. I think that might be crossing a line that they're not allowed to cross, with tampering with mail and stuff.
I don't think it would be, because I'm pretty sure they'd be able to do that, because it's a detox. They have to make sure that nobody's sending you anything.
Oh, we'll find out. And then, if and when I do get upstairs, then I just come and go as I please. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
And the amount of faith they put in you up there is crazy. Most people don't make it. You're all the drugs in the city are literally downstairs. And you're clean now. You can come and go as you please. Oh, well, what happens after 6 weeks of not being able to spend any money because you can't get out, you can't buy anything. So you've got money, and all the drugs in the city are at your doorstep. People
and
don't
you're expected to walk out there with your head down and ignore it.
Some people do. The guy who inspired me to come up here, God love him, he's a very good friend of mine. His name is Daryl. I won't say his last name because it'll embarrass the shit out of him. But Daryl was my inspiration for coming here. He was here for 4 months, and he walked out with his head down and never looked back. He got housing outside of the neighborhood, and he doesn't come to the neighborhood anymore. And he's doing fantastic. He's about 200 pounds bigger than he was when he came in.
Which seems to be par for the course, but
all we do is eat. When I get upstairs, I gotta get to a gym every day. I'm already I am going to be bigger than you.
Oh, you got a lot of ways to go, right, friend?
You eat just to break up the monotony. There's nothing else to do but eat, and there's 5 meals a day, and you go eat whether you're hungry or not. It's just something to do.
Fuck.
And then you demand seconds, and it's not like healthy food. It's like pork chops and chicken, and our snacks at night are usually like just toast. As much toast as you can eat with all like peanut butter and jam and all that other shit. Like it's not. If I'm going to develop a gluten thing. If I don't have a gluten thing by the time I leave here, I'll be impressed because it's just a lot of toast, man. And you just cram your face too. You're like, fuck it, there's nothing else to do. I'm gonna eat until it feels like I'm high.
Get high on carbs.
How many carbs does it take to get high? But you can. Hey, here's a thing for the people in Ontario to remember. Upstairs on the 3rd floor here, you're allowed to smoke pot. So maybe there's something we can do to help you out there.
Well, they are saying that that's one of the big things to help curb with other addiction is just that.
Indeed. We have the Cannabis Replacement Project. They hand out free product every Sunday. Right up the street from here at a place called Vandu. Every Sunday they hand out free edibles and pills and various products that are high dose CBD and stuff like that. And just regular joints and shit. And they just hand them out for free as the Cannabis Replacement Project, using it as a replacement therapy for other drugs. And people say it's doing wonders for them, but it's still not being offered as a replacement therapy because it doesn't. There's no money in it. Methadone, there's a lot of money attached to methadone. So they're going to stick with that and ruin people's lives rather than go with something that works, but there's no money in it. You know, all those pharmacists that you exposed last year, they stand to lose a fortune on the methadone program if it goes south. So
there was a doctor that was caught in Toronto, I think it was, that was caught dealing fentanyl on the side.
Oh, of course.
Like, I mean,
how
that's
sick is that? A fucking doctor.
A doctor dealing fentanyl on the side. He should just be thrown to the chair.
Yeah, 100%. That's like, talk about keeping people down. Like fentanyl, the fact that it's even a thing that people take on willingly now.
Yeah,
blows my mind. I never saw that coming. You know, 2 years ago when I got involved in the neighborhood, you still avoided it, and then it got to the point where that's all you could get. There's just is no heroin anymore. It's
just all fentanyl.
It's all fentanyl.
Yeah. One of the homeless guys, when I worked at the knife store in BC, one of the homeless guys, he would go and every once in a while he'd show up, and I'm like, "So what are you on today?" And he's like, "Well, fuck fentanyl, man. What else are we gonna? There's nothing else to get in the street." Wow, Jesus.
Oh, you can charge almost double for heroin now if you can get heroin.
Because it's considered designer
double.
Again.
People miss the high. Fentanyl is a different high, but it's as close as they can get. I don't know. It's stupid. The whole thing's stupid. I don't know why we can't just do something different, but whatever. I'm in rehab, so what do I know?
All right, so I got our next little topic here. This one could make you laugh.
I hope so, because we just went way off topic there.
We kind of did. So Trump. Now, this is something I wholeheartedly, I am behind President Trump with this one. he is right now, one of his things that he's complaining about is low flow toilets. And he's complaining about things.
I've heard complaints about low flow toilets.
Oh, you kidding me? Fucking King of the Hill 15 years ago did an episode on it.
Yeah.
They proved that they don't work. So Trump basically has said, his quote is, people are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times, as opposed to once. Obviously, that's a huge exaggeration. They end up using more water. He says he said that should be common sense steps to end the regulation. The EPA is looking at that very strongly at my suggestion. So he's actually looking. He says that in the U.S. In 1992, they passed a law that said all new toilets could use no more than 1.6 gallons of water per flush. That went into effect in 94 for residential buildings and 97 for commercial.
Sure.
So Trump is saying he's looking at possibly relaxing regulations for sinks and showers as well. Because he's like, you can't wash your hands practically, so there's so little water that comes out of the faucet. And the end result is you leave a faucet on and it takes you so much longer to wash your hands, and you end up using the same amount of water.
See, I always thought something like along those lines. I still think a bathtub full of water takes more than my shower, but people disagree with that.
Yeah, it depends on the length of the shower you take, but yeah.
I'm a no-nonsense shower guy. I'm in, I'm out. I get in, I scrub down. I'm a 5-minute shower dude.
A fast shower for me is about 12 minutes. A long shower is about 35.
Yeah, even that seems low. Well, lower than the average. I know there's different things. Like I brush my teeth in the shower. I used to shave in the shower. I don't do that anymore, but that always made them longer.
Yeah, if I shave my nuts in the shower, that's going to take a lot longer.
Yeah, I like to do that beforehand. It's too dangerous with the water running. I've had incidents.
I've never clipped my balls, shaving them. Never.
I got myself good with a pair of scissors one time.
I waxed my balls once and lost a chunk of skin. I won't do that again.
So waxing is just evil. I did my chest on a dare one time and I bled out pretty good. It's not I don't know why people do that. I like that line in What Women Want where Mel Gibson does his leg and then he goes, God, why would anybody do that twice?
Right. It's funny. When I did it to my nuts, it was strictly out of boredom, and this is where I can blame drugs because I was high. And I decided, hey, let's try this. And yeah, I did not enjoy it at all.
No, waxing anything out of boredom, not a good idea. Go draw something. That's good. Play a video game. Don't wax anything.
Go build something. Anything will be better.
Construction is always better than waxing. That should be a thing on a sign for gender identity. Hey, young boys, construction is better than waxing.
Next time you claim you're bored, go wax your balls. Trust me, you'll learn to fill the time better next time.
Do you really question your sexuality, or is construction feel better than waxing? Go wax something and then go build something and then decide how your gender is leaning.
Oh, man.
I'm going to start doing public service announcements for gender identity. Hey, kids.
I want you to
wax your balls and then build a birdhouse and see where your gender's leaning. Not that women can't build a birdhouse, but
just see which one causes you more pain.
I'm sorry. Women can build a birdhouse. I'm not saying they can't, but young men, I think you'd rather do that than wax anything.
So, it's just funny.
My mind is not in the right place.
So there's a former business partner of a Mississippi man that was convicted of running a Ponzi scheme, in which investors
my favorite kind of scheme, by the way.
Ponzi's, yeah. Investors lost more than $85 million. The other guy was full on. He was convicted, right? His business partner at the time got acquitted.
Really?
I would love to know. I just. Well, the two worked together and shared an office from 2010 to 2018. Adams was sentenced last year to about 19 years in prison for the scam.
And his partner was acquitted.
Yeah.
Now,
they say that Adams was solely responsible for the scheme in which he told approximately 300 investors, including a Hollywood producer and a U.S. Republican Senator Roger Wicker, that they could make up to 13% on their returns on their investment. He skimmed some of him for himself and used some to pay 10% commissions to salesmen such as McHenry, who's the guy who got acquitted.
now,
So
do you think do you think maybe this was a deal they made? That okay, you go down for it. I'll keep $40 million aside for you.
I don't know. I think that what happened is I think this McHenry guy who got out of it, or got away with it. I think that he was smart enough to not put his name on anything, even though they were a business partner and they shared an office for 8 years.
Well, his name must have been on something because he lost a $3.4 million separate civil suit. McHenry lost $3.4 million in a separate civil suit to restore some of the funds. So his name was on something.
His name was on something. I don't understand how you can be guilty of one part of the scheme but not guilty of the rest. But apparently, I'm assuming is basically just a matter of that guy had McHenry's name on it.
Yeah, and this was a separate civil suit, meaning this lady just filed it on her own against him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you could get found guilty of part of it, not the other part. That's just the only part they bothered looking into.
Exactly.
Civil suits are weird in the States. That's where you get the spilled coffee on your lap and shit like that.
Look at OJ.
Yeah, exactly. OJ lost everything in a civil suit. So did Casey Anthony, my favorite murderer.
Yes, he did.
She lost a separate civil suit as well. They always do in the States. That's always that civil suit's always being filed before the first judgment's read. It's just disgusting. These Ponzi schemes are amazing. The fact that they still happen is mind-boggling to me. And this is where I think the whole culture of money has to change. We have to stop thinking like, 13%, I got to get in on this. For what? What the hell's the point? But these Ponzi schemes still happen constantly. It's hilarious to me. I think anyone that falls for them is just idiotic. And, I probably would. I'd probably be one of the victims if I had anything to invest. But it's just, I don't get it. We need more. We have to have more. We need more money. Why? My brother put it best. He goes, well, because I live better than you. I go, well, do you? What's better? You're worried about your money all the time. You're working yourself into an early grave, worried about money. Is that really better? I don't get that.
It's always a matter because I have more stuff. That's what it comes down to.
It's just more stuff to lose when you die. I don't get it. I can't wrap my mind around it, and it disgusts me. And good on you, Ponzi schemers. Take as much as you can from these idiots. I'm on their side. Way to go, McHenry. There should be a McBurger named after you. There should be the McHenry, where it claims to be 13% bigger than the average burger. And then you get it, and it's just an empty bag. With one of those black fries in the bottom.
Jesus.
That would be the McHenry. I like that. I'm going to write to McDonald's and say, make the McHenry. It promises to be 13 times bigger than the regular burger. Then you get it. It's just a black burger fry. You've been McHenry'd.
Yes, I support this decision.
It'd be better than the Shamrock Shake. What the fuck is that thing? It doesn't melt till Canada Day.
Does it melt? I didn't think it did.
Well, it's kind of eventually it's supposed to. I don't know. God damn you. I like it. I like it. Ponzi scheme it up, everybody. If you can think one up and get people to fall for it, do your best.
Oh, hang on. I got to read this one. But before I get to this one, hang on. I got another one for you here.
If you disagree with anything Eric and Gord are saying, feel free to contact Eric and Gord at eric@ericandgord.com, gord@ericandgord.com. We're still waiting for that $25 email to come through. You have plenty of chances to do it. Eric@ericandgord.com, gord@ericandgord.com, eric@wearerightdealwithit.com, or Tim Cook is a giant piece of shit at gmail.com. Get in an email and discuss any of the things we're discussing with you tonight. And $25 is coming your way for Christmas. That's more than I'm getting for Christmas. So.
Right.
Enjoy it, kids.
Oh, man. Okay, so here I got some Disney news for you.
Oh, good.
You'll enjoy this. Well, actually, no, you won't, but
the
you
happiest
will
on earth.
A Disney cruise worker has been charged with raping a 13-year-old girl.
Oh, good.
53-year-old Keith Seitz on November 25th was when he was arrested. The girl told her mother that Seitz raped her multiple times between 2016 and 2019, beginning when she was 10 years old. The victim told the sheriff's office that Seitz also took photos of her while she was naked and stored them on his phone for, quote, when he's on the cruise ship.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so he's been placed on unpaid leave pending the outcome of his charges.
Goody. Pending the outcome of what? Come on, Disney. Fire the douche.
Yeah. Director of Communications and Public Affairs for Disney, Signature Experiences told the paper. That's what they told him.
That's a signature experience, all right.
So he's charged with 2 counts of sexual battery on a child under 12, 2 counts of sexual battery on a physically helpless person, and 1 count of lewd or I hate this word.
Lascivious.
Molestation on a victim under 12. Yeah.
You know what? Let's stop sugarcoating rape. Okay, rape is rape, and we do it in Canada so much worse. At least in the States, you've got sexual battery. Here, we've just got it's sexual assault. No, it's fucking rape. Okay, there's no sexual misconduct. There's no sexual touching inappropriate. It's fucking rape. Rape is rape. Let's call it rape. Don't let these guys get away with inappropriate touching of a minor. It's not a minor. It's raping a child. There's no statutory. No, it's raping a fucking kid. We can't sugarcoat it anymore with these terms. That just bugs the shit out of me. You're raping kids. Don't fucking. It's not sexual misconduct on a non-consenting person. No, fuck you. You raped a kid. That's what you did.
And you did it for 3 years straight. You're a sick fuck.
And you work for fucking Mickey Mouse. Come on, man. If you could, anything could be one step worse than Michael Jackson. If he did anything, it would be Mickey Mouse fucking raping kids. Come on.
Right?
Like, Disney needs the Nazi-loving fucking movie-stealing corporation needs one more black eye. Really? Oh my God, that's the secret life of Zach and Cody? They rape kids on their boat? Come on. Fuck. And we wonder why, like, Britney Spears and Amanda Bynes shave their heads and go fucking crazy when they turn 20. Why can't someone bomb Disney? Why can't Al-Qaeda bomb Disney? Why the World Trade Center? You could have got Disneyland.
I know.
And the corporation doesn't care because they've made more money during this conversation than they're going to lose in any lawsuit against them. But they just continue. Every year there's something evil about Disney. They're like the Walmart of theme parks.
You know, it's funny. I'm reading the comments about this. Now, first thing is this is on ABC News is where I'm getting this from.
Which is owned by Disney.
Which is owned by Disney. So shocking that ABC would even mention Disney in the article instead of just saying, hey, this guy raped a girl. Because somebody actually said, it's irrelevant that he works for Disney. That was just used to sensationalize the story. And somebody goes, surprised that ABC made it about Disney. He says, yeah, good point considering Disney owns it. And then bottom comment, which just makes perfect sense. It invites the clicks. It intended for us to initially think it happened on a Disney cruise, and that is exactly what I thought it was, because it says Disney cruise worker charged with rape.
That was where my mind went initially too. So that's clever. That's that clever news thing you got to watch out for, and get on your gourd for reading all the way through and catching that. Because that's what happens. That's what they do, and you and I speak out against it quite often, but we also fall for it occasionally. I'm not saying you did in this case. I'm just saying we both have in the past. But yeah, that's immediately where my mind went. Was it happened on a cruise? Until you clarified later on that it happened over, he took the pictures for when he was on the cruise. Which what a sick fucking thing to say.
God bless this person. No, it's a guy or a girl, but Meowza. Just lost all credibility with the name. But God bless him for using one of my favorite words in the world, which is heinous.
Heinous. I love heinous.
Sex crimes against children is the most heinous, cowardly act, and it's so common.
Bill and Ted used to use heinous. They better in the new movie.
I actually just watched that. It was on the other day.
The original or the Bogus Journey?
No, the original, the first one.
The Excellent Adventure. That's great, and they're remaking it, and I think it's terrible. It's a horrible movie.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely terrible. For the longest time, I always thought that the guy who ran the telephone booth that was their contact or whatever. Always looked back. I always thought that was George Carlin. Turns out, not so much.
It is George Carlin.
No, it's not George Carlin.
Oh, this could be a Mandela thing.
I think we have a Mandela thing.
I'm sure it's George Carlin.
No, it's not. The fuck is the movie called?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It is George Carlin. Of course it is. I can picture him handing them the guitars at the end.
It's not. I swore the same thing. It does say it's George Carlin. That sure as hell didn't look like him when I'm watching it. Oh, maybe it actually was, because it didn't. Because I'm watching it thinking, it doesn't look like, it didn't sound like his voice. Yeah, it is Rufus. George Carlin.
It doesn't sound like his voice. I'll give you that. Just seeing Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure 3. 3 is coming out. They have penned the script with the guy who wrote Galaxy Quest. This could actually be funny.
Galaxy Quest was a good movie.
Galaxy Quest was amazing, and he wrote apparently the third Bill and Ted, which will star Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves. That's so cool that they're doing it. I love that Keanu Reeves makes fun of his career, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Oh, geez, do they ever look old? Alex Winter, it's like it stars Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter's dad.
That's so funny.
It's what it looks like. It's coming out in 2020. Bill and Ted Face the Music. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves. Oh my God, they don't even, this one ad from IMDb doesn't even credit Alex Winter. Bill and Ted Face the Music 2020 with Keanu Reeves, Samara Weaving, Bridget Lindy Payne, Jillian Bell. Alex Winter doesn't even get credit on the fucking, oh my God, that bastard.
Christ, that's so mean. See, I'm up on the actual Bill and Ted 3 website.
March 21st. This could be the film that drags me back into the theater. I haven't been to a movie theater since the remake of 21 Jump Street was the last movie I saw in a theater. I don't know what year that was. Many years ago. This may be the one to drag me back. I'm very excited.
So funny.
And then they show, it's funny because down in the corner, they've got 5 or 6 Keanu Reeves movies listed and then just Lost Boys. It's the only other thing Alex Winter ever did. Yeah, like Speed, Point Break, The Matrix, Lost Boys, Lost Boys, Lost Boys, Lost Boys 2.
It's being produced by the original producer.
Yeah, it looks like it's got the original princesses too. That is just cool. Like, hey, let's get together a whole bunch of people who've never done anything and then ask Keanu if he'll do it. Keanu doesn't give a shit. That's awesome.
They have teenage daughters too.
Good on him for doing it. I think that's awesome. Like, it would suck if he turned his back on.
Recast.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, but his absence will be a part of the third movie, so they'll make reference to it.
Oh yeah, where's Rufus?
Yeah.
August.
Rufus is dead.
You take that back, dude.
It's just, man, what's his name? Alex, what's his name? Just looks like an older version of his ugly self.
He hasn't had Keanu's makeup artist, clearly, over the years.
No.
I don't know what became of him. Maybe he didn't want to act. Everyone makes fun of him. Maybe he didn't want to go that route. I don't know. I don't know anything about the guy.
I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out what his backstory is.
You're going to hear a lot about him. Like, I hope it wasn't like he went and did his own Bill and Ted's giant bag of Coke for the last 30 years.
I mean, Wikipedia is always known for being honest. Let's check out Wikipedia.
I haven't seen him on the streets with Bernie here, so.
He spent many years on Broadway.
Oh, yeah, that's... Everybody says that. No one looks into it. That's probably a lie.
Oh, probably is.
Every actor who's never done anything goes, oh, yeah, I was doing Broadway the whole time. It's so much more rewarding than Hollywood. You weren't on Broadway. No one can check that. That's like when I tell people I went to Amherst. What'd you do? Oh, I studied at Amherst.
Did you know that they did a sketch comedy show for MTV?
I did not know that,
yeah,
no.
It's called The Idiot Box. I
haven't really been spending a lot of time following the adventures since
they canceled it after 6 episodes.
Well, I would think so. Well, this has been just a fantastic Hollywood episode of Eric and Gord. I didn't plan it that way, but well done.
It's just funny. I'm going to tell about this.
Movie. I'm not even kidding. I can't believe Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure got a 79% on Rotten Tomatoes. That is just fantastic. IMDb 7 out of 10. My God.
I need you to keep talking for a second because I have to read this before I know what I might just spit it out and then just read about it as I'm talking about it.
It's totally up to you. I can keep talking if you want.
The headline is it's got me hooked.
Well, you dive right in there. I can't believe Bill and Ted are a thing, and that's just great. I seriously love them. I was I think in the 7th grade when they came out, maybe 8th grade. 1989, yeah, that would have been about grade 7, 8, and I thought they were the coolest things in the world. Of course, I went through a big Pauly Shore phase too, so maybe I'm not the most credible on the apotheosis of cool at the time.
I loved Biodome.
I loved Son-in-Law. That was my
Son-in-Law was another good one.
Because that fat kid, I love that fat kid, the fat redheaded kid. I don't know his name. He was just always the fat kid, and he was a great fat kid in all the movies. And I think he got skinny and then he stopped acting. I remember him being not fat in something. And I was very disappointed about that.
Oh, this is genius. Okay, I'm ready. This is awesome.
Okay, this is the last our last segment for the night, I think.
This is the last one? Okay. I love these headlines. Man kills girlfriend's teenage son and daughter after dispute over smoking.
Oh, goody.
So this jerk off, it all is literally because of him smoking in the house. And they said,
you're laughing about to death.
Oh, I have to. And so he shot both of them and then turned the gun on himself.
Always.
And when none of that worked, because they all...
oh, fuck, they all survived.
No, hang on. No, the two died. The two 15 and a 16-year-old.
Oh, my God.
They were both still alive when the cops showed up.
Oh.
He was on the property's back deck.
Oh, my God. That's horrific.
Yeah. The shooter, Paul W. Ferguson, 42, was also found on the property with suspected self-inflicted gunshot wound. Oh, he was pronounced dead on the scene. So everybody died.
So he got away. And those two
So now they all died.
That's, that wasn't anything to do with smoking. That guy had problems. You don't shoot two people and then turn the gun on yourself over a cigarette. If no. You did, it would happen here every day.
He told authorities that the tragic event started with an argument between her daughter, Della, and Ferguson over his smoking in the house. The argument escalated, and Ferguson armed himself with a Glock handgun that was stored in his bedroom and shot Jeanette's son, Sterling, who had attempted to intervene in the argument, and he got shot in the leg.
It's always the intervener who gets shot first, too. That's fucking... Why are you... And these are the people who say we don't need gun control.
Right? Yeah, it's just it. The mother went downstairs to call 911 when she heard a second gunshot, presumably when he shot the daughter on the deck.
Oh, my God.
Came back to the house and then shot the son in the chest. Wow. He was a convicted felon and restricted from possessing a firearm.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, there's your gun control for you.
Yeah. He had been charged with sexual assault in a spousal relationship. The charge that was pleaded down to unlawful restraint, of which he was convicted.
Oh, God. This story just gets better and better.
Yeah. Police say that they do not know who owned the gun that was used in the shooting.
Oh, gee. I wonder. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, how are people like this? Everything about that just smells wrong. Who's dating this sexual assailant, for one thing?
That's the big thing. I mean, that was
who owned the gun? Oh, gee, I wonder. Did this 15 or 16-year-old own the gun?
No.
Probably not. I'm thinking it might be the dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the story's just... this is how they always are in the States. And it's like, oh, no, you can't take away my gun. It's my legal right.
God. Dude, this gets way worse. Or better. Depends how you look at it. The incident is not the first tragedy to strike the Jeanette family home. 3 years ago, Sterling Jeanette Sr., Danielle's former husband and father to Della and Sterling, fatally shot himself after a domestic dispute.
Oh, my God. I don't care if
I'm starting to look at the wife here.
You're starting what?
Starting to look at the wife. Maybe it's the mother.
Maybe.
This would explain, since nobody survived anything. I'm betting it's her. Killed her first husband. Now she killed her second one. The two kids saw, so she had off the kids because they witnessed it. It's quite possible.
You never know. That could be too. You never know.
That's great. And I'm assuming that you heard about the shooting at the naval base in Pensacola.
No, I didn't hear that, actually.
4 dead at a shooting incident at Pensacola Naval Base.
Yeah, that too.
The suspect was a Saudi national.
Oh, interesting.
The Saudi president, once the news broke that it was a Saudi national, the Saudi president apparently immediately called Trump and offered his deepest condolences, condemning the entire incident, saying, "Look, this is not a dude."
No shit, he did. He could not make that call fast enough.
Yeah.
Sorry. We didn't send him. I swear to God, please, Mr. Impeached.
It was not me.
Dude, if you know you're getting impeached, you're fired, and you still got control over the most powerful military in the world. What do? You bomb the Saudis just for the fucking fun of it.
Just for giggles. Nothing else.
Oh, man, that guy probably... He's sending millions into Trump's account right now. Please, please.
Trump tweeted that afternoon. So it happened at like, it's like almost 7:00 in the morning. By 20 after 2 in the afternoon, Trump tweeted, King Solomon of Saudi Arabia just called to express his sincere condolences and give his sympathies for the family and friends of the warriors who were killed and wounded in the attack that took place in Pensacola, Florida.
Wow. Holy cow.
And this is like the third. It's almost like, I think it's like the second shooting on a naval base in the last week.
Yeah.
Because they had a 22-year-old. Yeah. They had a 22-year-old active duty sailor open fire on 3 civilian employees, killing 2 before he fatally shot himself at the Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard.
Oh, good, because they could use some tragedy. Nothing bad ever happens at Pearl Harbor. My God. Yay.
The funny thing is, he used one gun. He used his M4 service rifle to kill the people, and then his M9 service pistol to shoot himself. Yeah,
they do that. That's Oh, there's our siren. Great. Yeah. They do that. They always use the ornamental pistol to shoot themselves.
That's really funny. You had your siren go off, and I just all of a sudden had a cop lights flash by the house.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, there's 2 fire trucks just pulled up outside. So I don't know. Maybe those guys who got arrested came back to burn some shit down.
Tell me if you smell smoke, man.
Quick, we're out. Let's go burn the evidence before they come back.
Exactly.
I unfortunately am going to have to call it quits. My head is just pounding right now.
Yeah, no worries, my friend.
I need to lay down, but that was a fantastic episode. I'm really glad we decided to do it.
That was really fun.
Are you joining me tomorrow night?
Quite possibly.
Very nice.
Probably. We'll have to find out.
In the meantime, kids, get to wearerightdealwithit.com and fill out a survey for us. It would mean the world. I don't even know the details of what it means. I just know it's good stuff. I will have more details as they come to me. I'm going to come back in 23 hours and do this with you again. Hopefully Gordy is too. Until then, don't shoot anyone on a naval base or your stepkids or rape anyone on a Disney cruise ship.
If somebody argues with you about smoking, don't kill them. What's in your head, it's in your head until it isn't. Once it's in your head, then your head becomes a prison.
Everybody talks about potential. That boy is gonna be something special.